Dee, I often say to people when we're doing our schools and things like that, that the golf course is talking to you and you have to learn to listen to it. So what does that even mean?
What's it mean? That's a very good question. What does that mean? I say the same thing. It means the golf course is telling you what to do according to your skill level and what you're comfortable with.
Yes.
But the golf course is always telling us.
It is, and it's telling us by what is this situation that you're in. You really only have a few options quite often. So the golf course is telling you, you can't do this shot, you have to do this shot. So we've got a little situation here and we would try and give an example of the course telling you what to do.
Yeah, so we're saying you're going to be, would you say, an average golfer, so I'm going, can I run this shot up?
Okay, let's have a look at the situation, shall we? So we've got a kind of an up and there's a bit of rough on the slope.
A lot of rough.
I don't know if you can see the flag. I'll go up and do a close-up shortly, but there's a flag up there that is just sort of on the green.
Yep.
You've only got, what would you say, Dee, a few metres of maybe 3 or 4 metres from the front to the pin. I'll go up and do a little,
maybe a bit more than that. We've
maybe
got
a bit
about
more.
5-6 metres to it, not bad.
So we've got a bit of a rough slope up and then the pin close. So that's our situation that we're working with.
And normally we would say you're always better off going with a shorter swing, getting it to run.
Yes, absolutely.
And so then you've got to look at the situation. So we've got 3 clubs here. We've got my pitching wedge, my 7-iron, and my sand wedge. So I'm going to do what everyone thinks we should. I'll just play the simplest shot.
Or what you've been told is the safe shot.
Which is a little chip shot. So I'm playing my chip shot, which is a ball off my back foot, just a little wide.
We've got lots of videos on the chip shot. I'll link those.
And I'm going to just do the little chip. Oh, that was a really good chip.
Yeah, that would have been a good chip if you didn't have a rough bank in front of you.
Or a big bank and all this rough. It would have landed there and run out beautifully.
So just quickly, Dee, I might mention that you can use that shot. And a lot of people who have a very high handicap might even be best to do that. But it's a bit risky for that reason. You don't really know what it's going to do when it hits the kind of rough bank. So you're kind of going to be a bit iffy. And it's a percentage game, isn't it? We want to pick the club that is going to give us the highest percentage chance of working, again, depending on your skill level.
So that was my 7-iron with the shortest little chip swing.
When would you use that?
I'd use this little one where I've got, say, 6 metres. It's pretty flat, 6 metres. I'm landing it on the green.
More green.
And more green to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
And no big lip in front of me.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Exactly. I interrupted you back then, sorry.
That's what, please don't worry. So that was the 7-iron.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go with the, I'll give you this. I'll go with the pitching wedge. So I'll go with the pitching wedge now, and I'll do like a little pitch shot. So not a chip, so I'm going for a bigger swing.
So it's going to go up a bit higher, which is what we want.
And you can see it went higher, it landed beautifully.
And it's just run a little bit
It's just
too
run
far.
off the green. But I landed it up near the stick with my pitching wedge.
So it's like your second best option, again, depending on your skill level, but it hasn't stopped in time for the pin because the pin's a bit closer.
Yep, exactly. And we're just doing basic shots. We're not doing fancy shots. So we've got information on the pitch where the ball's in the middle and we're just doing a slightly bigger swing and following through. We're not flicking or anything like that.
So what club have you got now?
Now I'm going to go to my sand wedge. So we would expect it to go higher. I'm going to land it short of the pin.
And it should stop a bit quicker. So this really is, according to the course, I think this is the most appropriate shot, don't you?
I think for all handicap levels, to be honest, it's going to get you on the green. So if you're up like a maximum handicap, you'll still get it into the air.
Yes.
Doing that, it'll finish on the green.
You probably do need to practice it though if you're a high handicap. You probably need to practice this shot and get a bit of confidence with it, because lifting it up can be a little bit scary.
But so all we're really doing though is we're just letting the loft of the club do it for us. We're not trying to help it up, are we?
Exactly.
So let's see if we can do this.
So that is the thing that people do wrong with this shot, is try and help it up in the air. So you don't want to do that. You want to sweep down through the grass at the bottom of the ball and let the loft of the club lift it for you. That was beautiful. And that one stopped a bit quicker.
It didn't stop as quickly as I'd like.
No, but it's still only like a few metres away. It's a chance at a 1 putt. Worst case scenario, 2 putts, which is what you're aiming for.
Yeah, you're aiming from here. depending on your handicap, down in 3. If
Yeah,
you're like a
yeah.
scratch marker, you might want to get down in 2, but
That's
you're still
right.
happy with 3.
We always want to get down into.
Yeah, we do. We always want to, but doesn't always happen.
Do you mind just very quickly going through the basics of pitching in case people are not sure, Dee? The setup is...
Well, you interrupt at any time, Annie, but I like to grip down the club.
yeah, grip down is good.
I like my club face square. I don't want it closed.
Whereas this part is at right angles to where you're going.
Yep. I have the club aiming where I want it to go. I have the ball in the middle of my stance. Personally, I like my right foot a little in front, slightly open. Some people just have it square, whatever suits. The ball's in the middle. I ever so slightly might have a little bit of weight on the left, not a lot, and all I'm doing is there's the first part, I'm just going back. There's ever so gentle wrist hinge, not a lot, and I'm making sure when I come through I've got a nice Y, and there's a little bit of, notice I'm still finishing with some weight over on my left
And the
side.
body's turning through nicely.
I don't want to fall back and lift it up and not have this Y,
Yeah,
so
that's the worst thing you can do.
I want to
isn't
make sure I've got this here happening.
it? Very good. That was it in a nutshell. I thought that was very good too.
Thanks. I might take up coaching.
You'd be a good golf
I
coach.
could be a good golf coach.
All right, so that's your basics of pitching. Try and listen to what the golf course is saying to you.
Listen.
Sometimes you're not going to be sure. If you haven't played a lot of golf, you're not going to really know. But you know, the golf course does give you some clues. Let's say.
Yeah, it gives you clues. Know your skill level, and go with that.
Yeah. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.